finally, here we are with an update to the unfound Duke Nukem Zero Hour Easter egg. At the moment, we now have 3 candidates for potential Easter eggs, and I'm going to get into that, but first, just a short recap from the last video. I found someone on Reddit that worked on the Nintendo 64 titled Duke Nukem Zero Hour. He's got a YouTube channel now called Baldlord Extreme. Go check his content out. He's been a great help with this search. And basically I asked him about any Easter eggs in the game that we potentially haven't found. Keep in mind I'm not talking about references to other franchises or things that can be found at secret areas in the game, like the snowman. He basically said if no one's discovered an Easter egg then it probably hasn't been found yet. There's a lot more to this story and I really recommend checking out the first video. Since then a few significant events have happened. Baldlord Extreme posted a video where he replayed the level that he worked on the most, and that was the Whitechapel killings. So yeah, an unused Jack the Ripper model apparently was placed somewhere in the level. Now I did contact him on Reddit about this statement, and he basically said that the model was used as a dead body in a carriage, but the only thing I found was a Jack the Ripper which was being placed as a dead body near the time machine. So either there still might be an unused model of Jack the Ripper in a carriage, or maybe he confused this model for like a false memory, because it's been a hot minute since he's played this game. And you know you can't expect everyone to remember every detail of a project like this. An interesting detail I'd like to point out is that in his video on Duke Nukem Zero Hour, he gets right to the model we're talking about and shoots it. Doesn't even mention it being that model. He probably didn't think twice because, again, it's been a while since he's played this. At the moment, I would say that the mystery's been solved unless Baldlord Extreme says otherwise. Now time for another mystery. We're going to get into some textures that were left over in the game's files. A lot of interesting unused content here, such as a profile texture of Duke with a little skin showing. But what I really want to direct your attention to is this image that says Pink Eye Epidemic. And funny enough, this isn't just a reference to South Park. This image itself was stolen straight from an episode of South Park, and more specifically episode 7 of season 1, which was 2 years old by the time this game was released. Pretty interesting considering how relevant South Park is still today. And now we're coming to our third and last candidate of the potential Easter egg hunt. I saved my best for last, and honestly this might count as 2 possible Easter eggs. What I did was freeze the game's camera into one position, and then I hacked the value that determines what 3D model you are using as a character, and boy was I surprised at some of the results I got. Like how playing as a zombie will freeze all zombies and the pigs will run around in circles not knowing what to do. So the first object I want to point out is this phone booth, which honestly looks like the Doctor Who phone booth. This was really interesting to find, and I really do think it's a reference to Doctor Who. I don't think I've found this object in a normal playthrough, but I can say 100% it exists in the game. The very last object I want to talk about is this man in a tuxedo hanging from a tree. So before you get too startled, it's certainly not a stretch to say that this model could have been placed here by the request of some of Baldlord Extreme's fellow artists. This even sounds like one of those things he did. The only difference is that he's not a zombie and he's hanging from a tree, not a lamppost. Other than that, I'd say that we've gotten a few more steps ahead in the journey for finding a possible undiscovered Easter egg in Duke Nukem Zero Hour. Real quick, don't forget to check out Baldlord Extreme's channel. He's been a great help in finding some of this. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel as well. I really hope that we can get some more developments on this mystery, but with all this being said, stay safe and take it easy.